can't say I have.
You should try it sometime. I feel like it would benefit you. Anyways, hi Shinny. Welcome to the pod. I thought this would be a funny idea for two reasons.
What have you done to me? Why am I upside down?
Does it not fit you? I feel like it does. I think it suits you.
I'm being called Australian.
If you could climb on the ceiling, I think you would. Anyways, so I thought this would be a good episode because not only astrology zodiac signs for like what's your star sign, but also Chinese zodiac sign, because I used to think that it was just the animals. It's not just the animals, there's elements involved too.
Yes.
And they all have different compatibility. And so, you know, I thought it would be interesting if we saw our compatibility on a fundamental level, you know?
Mm-hmm.
To see how long this is gonna last.
Probably not long.
And so, I'm pretty sure, if I remember, aren't you Sagittarius?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what that means, or?
Kind of.
Have you ever looked into, like, astrology stuff before?
Not, like, in depth.
But it's fun, though. You get to see what
that's a
people
lot of
tell
reading.
you. Oh my god. As someone that literally writes stuff, why is reading a chore for you? You read fan fiction too.
Because it's about stuff I don't necessarily care about.
Okay, well, but it's fun.
I'll care about it though for this.
Wow.
It's usually not accurate.
Well, that's the point. None of it's completely accurate. The whole point is that it can be applied to almost anyone. That's why it's fun. So, let's see. Sagittarius. So, do you know about how, like, the different astrology signs are different, elements?
Yes, I know I'm fire.
Okay. I mean, fundamentally, that means I put you out. I think. I don't know.
Is your water?
I mean, I'm a fish, so I am water.
That is fair.
But also, I think we're technically mirrored, though. Well, no, I guess not. It depends. Because it starts at Aries, and technically I'm the last one. You're like early. Not early. Well, no. You're late. No. You're middle. You're like the middle of Sagittarius, but you're not in the middle of the zodiac under any circumstances. Here.
I don't know, like, the cycle, so I don't...
It starts,
I don't know what you're
starts at
talking about.
Aries and it ends at Pisces. I don't know why it starts at Aries, to be honest, but that's just where it starts. Because Aries technically is March 21st through April 19th. But regardless, let me tell you about you. Are you ready?
Sure.
Well, your element is fire, first of all. Your color is blue, fitting.
Fitting.
Your quality is mutable.
What does that mean? Wait.
I think it means in the sense of like you can change. You know? To be fair, of all people, I feel like it fits you solely because you fit into a lot of different groups of people. But I didn't realize you had a day, but apparently your day is Thursday.
Constant in one's affections.
I don't think that's what they mean. Anyways, apparently your day is Thursday. Do you feel like your day is Thursday?
Maybe? I mean, I was born on a Thursday.
Wow, way to dox yourself. And then, your greatest compatibility is Gemini and Aries, of which I don't know if you know any of those people. Well, that's not true.
I might.
Hold on. I know what I'll do. I'll find my list.
You have a list of everyone's zodiac signs, don't you?
No, I have a list of everyone's birthdays so I can get their zodiac sign.
Okay.
So let's see. you are a Gemini and Aries person. And people that fit that...
Shinny, you just now realized this.
Oh my gosh, you don't have any June people that you know that are good.
Do I know any that are bad?
And then Aries, I mean, you know Rose.
We do get along very well.
Rose is an early Aries, which kind of makes sense. She's a bit scary. She can kind of be a bit chaotic, you know? But anyways, so your strengths are you're generous, you're idealistic, and you have a great sense of humor.
Hell yeah, I do.
Your weaknesses, you promise more than you can deliver.
Hell yeah,
You're very impatient and will say anything no matter how undiplomatic, apparently. You like freedom, travel, philosophy, and being outdoors. I don't see that at all. You dislike clingy people, being constrained, off-the-wall theories, and details. I feel like that's all you like. You literally are a clingy person. You constrain other people by telling them your off-the-wall theories and going into detail about it. But, you know, it's fine. Well, basically, fire sign... Fire are supposed, because Rose is also a fire, that's what an Aries is. They're supposed to be very chaotic in a way, very driven, very fire. You know, very fire. But I don't see, you're chaotic, you know?
I am, yes.
And I don't know if that necessarily translates, because it's basically from what I know of Sagittarius, from dating one before.
Okay.
From what I know of a Sagittarius, is that they're very go-getters.
Go-getter.
They're supposed to be very, like, they shoot for only what's the best, supposedly. And I know that comparative to, like, an Aries, they have a bit more chill side to them in the sense of being able to, like, help other people and not be a tornado of chaos like Rose. But, you know, I think
that fits me.
They have a hidden, like, pain behind them.
They have trauma.
You know, like, they would give to their friends and stuff even though they're suffering. But, you know, that wasn't the case with the one I dated, but that's not here nor there. I can tell you about your love, sex, and compatibility.
Sure. Will I ever find love?
People born with the sun in Sagittarius, I don't know. I tried to get the details for your birth chart. Uneventful, couldn't get it.
Did my mom not tell you anything?
She didn't. And so basically, all I know is that apparently people born with the sun in Sagittarius, could be you, could not be you, are playful, humorous, and will enjoy having their relationships fun and carefree. They are in search for partners who are equally open-minded to suit their passionate, expressive nature. Always in the good mood to try out something new and exciting. Depends on the day.
Depends on what it is.
They have a hard time recognizing the line between friendships and love, as well as between love and sexual relationships.
Well,
compatibility
I don't know,
of Sagittarius with other signs depends on change and diversity their partners are willing to let into their relationship, which is hilarious considering you are someone that is not a very change-forward person normally.
What do you mean? How am I not a change-forward person?
I would say you don't. Well, this all has to do with like stuff that you've had in the past where like you didn't like trying new things, and obviously you're working on that, so it's kind of like a cycle breaking thing.
I like trying new things as long as the new thing
as long as they're not bad.
No, as long as it isn't food.
Sagittarius representatives, you're a representative now, want their partner's intellectual, stimulating all of their senses, gentle enough while at the same time firm and specific about their opinions and choices. This is what I'm talking about, where it goes into literally every single category you can possibly think of. With the ability to respect almost anyone, always expecting the best in people that come into their life, this is a sign of belief in disappointment and isn't always in sync with the happiest of love stories. If a Sagittarius holds on too firmly for their mental strength and processes, dismissing tenderness and emotion that should lead the way, they could end up in a series of meaningless relationships with partners who don't even make their heart jump. Do you find that true?
I've only had well, I've had 1.5 partners.
Wow. You married half a dead person?
No, it's because I don't know if we were in a relationship.
Wow. Let's talk about your friends and family. Your friends. This is one of the most positive and fun signs of the zodiac. You, the Sagittarius representative. Popular among friends and creating a wide circle of social contacts. It's true. You are, in fact, inserted into a lot of groups.
I am easily dipping my toes into many friend groups.
Your croc toes. They enjoy the diversity of life and culture, surrounding themselves with very different people and making friends all around the globe. True. Generous and kind for as long as they keep their life philosophies in check and find enough time to laugh. Everyone should be lucky enough to have them as a friend. Your family. Inconsistent and movable character of this sign sometimes seems to show a lack of interest for matters of the family. Their views are wide and their set of beliefs even wider. And most of these individuals will see the world as their home. However, their ruler exalts in the sign of Cancer, the sign of family, and the truth is they are wildly supported by circumstances in their home and have a chance to blossom through intimate connections, parenthood, and finding love and forgiveness for every person in their family tree.
Not gonna lie, I didn't understand.
For you?
I didn't understand half of what was said right then.
That's okay. You don't have to. I don't need to read your lover's guide, but I can tell you right now, I can tell you our compatibility as a lover.
Okay.
Let's see. Love match wise. Let's talk about our sexual intimacy and compatibility.
Why?
Because we have to. At some point, we have to break the ice. I'll tell you right now that
the ice is there for a reason.
Compatibility ain't looking good. It looks about 30%. Oh my gosh. Our trust is 1%. Oh my gosh.
True statement has never been.
Hold on, let me read the picture it shows is literally a woman like murdering a man on a beach. Okay, let's see. It will be very difficult for Sagittarius and Pisces to trust each other, but they will probably accept it as a perfectly normal thing. This is the beauty of Jupiter's rule. Everything makes sense in their relationship. Sagittarius partner is too passionate and loves to have a lot of options when it comes to relationships. They will rarely settle down with anyone who lacks a strong decision to win them over. Pisces, on the other hand, will be too sensitive while trying to show their imaginary strength. Imaginary strength! They could end up following their Sagittarius partner in adventures they are not ready for. Sad because of the lack of emotional understanding from their partner and ready to open up to someone else. Regardless of the purpose of each little thing they do, they will often have twisted expectations from each other, and this will lead to unintentional dishonesty. But meanwhile, our communication and intellect is 85%, supposedly. Which makes me think we talk, but we also lie to each other.
You lie to me every day.
You lie to me sometimes. Only sometimes.
Not as much as you do to me.
Yeah,
it's
but you also
sarcasm,
believe
but
it.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
I feel like if you believe my lies at this point, that's kind of on you. Because of it. And sometimes I do say ridiculous things, and sometimes those things are the things that aren't lies.
I know, that's why you can never, that audio that's like, how was I supposed to know this one was true? They say insane shit all the time.
Listen, I know a lot of weird things, okay? Our shared activities are at 90%, apparently. Which is funny considering I wouldn't say we share the same activities, but I think we definitely force ourselves to share some activities. Make sure we have something to do to, I almost said to each other.
The ice, man, the ice.
Don't worry, it's not about that. We don't have to talk about that. Jeez, I didn't even get to the sex part. Let's move on to me. I have a lot more colors than you do. I don't know why.
Colors?
Yeah, remember how I said you had blue?
Oh, yeah.
You only had blue. I have mauve,
Whoa.
lilac, purple, violet, and sea green.
None of those are you, though.
No, I mean, I don't hate them, but I wouldn't choose them. Oh my gosh, guess what? My quality is also mutable. Mutable. Anyways, my element is water. And my special day is also Thursday. This explains so much.
Were you also born on a Thursday?
I don't know. I was very small and I couldn't read calendars at the time. So I don't know. But I do know. Here's my strengths. I'm compassionate. I'm artistic. I'm intuitive. I'm gentle. I'm wise. And I'm musical. My weaknesses are I'm fearful, overly trusting, just sad, desire to escape reality, and can be a victim or a martyr. Two sides of the coin. I like being alone, love, sleeping, music, romance, swimming, God no, spiritual themes. What does that mean?
Well,
What I don't like are know-it-alls, being criticized, the past coming back to haunt, and cruelty of any kind. That's why I inflict it on others. This is going to be you hearing this and being like, where? Bitch, where? Pisces are very friendly and often find themselves in the company of very different people. They are selfless and always willing to help others, a very fine intent for as long as they don't expect anything much in return. People born with their sun in Pisces, which I do know is true for me, have an intuitive understanding of the life cycle and form incredible emotional relationships with other humans on the basis of natural order and senses guiding them.
Hello?
What?
You cut out.
I didn't cut out, I was reading.
Okay, they still cut out.
Basically, I am hooey gooey booey roo, you know?
What's that mean, man?
The sign of
Excuse
Pisces is a water sign, ending the cycle of Cancer and Scorpio, both of which are in my immediate family. Being the one to disperse everything that happened in the past and change anyone's relative view on forgiveness, which is hilarious considering. They are characterized by empathy and incredible emotional capacity, but only if they keep their boundaries strong and don't let outer emotions overwhelm them. I'm the loving fish. That is what my tagline is. The loving
fish. You were born on a Tuesday, by the way.
Imagine two people skinny dipping and suddenly turning into two fish swimming around each other in a crystal clean lake. This is what the image behind Pisces should stand for. But it is more often connected to the historical and mythological background as the follower of Capricorn. Not Capricorn.
Not Capricorn.
Okay,
My ex was a Capricorn.
Well, it all makes sense now. Let's talk about love and sex, baby. The sign of Pisces is a sign of incorrigible romantics, for it exalts Venus and serves love, devotion, pleasure, and all that is beautiful and tender. They are very gentle and extremely generous with their partner, but in search for love, tend to forget about their moral values from time to time. In what sense? Like,
I want to know too.
am I murdering people to have a love story, or They need to feel a real connection with their partners in order to open up and find that inner sense of absolute faith in an ideal love that drives them away from any idea of change. See, apparently you love change and I don't.
Yeah, I mean...
Short-term relationships and adventures are not typical for this zodiac sign, although they have a changeable note to them that allows them to be quite carefree when it comes to choosing a new daily fling. Once they discover the inner state of belief in someone they start sharing their life with, they become deeply loyal and honest, as if their sole purpose in life was to find the person standing in front of them, making them happy. I don't think that's true. Not to that extent.
You don't want a soulmate?
I don't have a soulmate. I don't think anyone has a soulmate. I think there's a lot of people in the world, and you can meet.
You're not wrong.
You can probably, if it doesn't work out with one person, then you can probably meet more than a dozen other people that would also be interested in you that you would be interested in. It's just a matter of proximity. Let's talk about my friendships. I'm gentle, caring, and always ready to listen. A Pisces can become the ideal friend to people who are patient enough to wait. They will get confused, get lost, change plans, and be late. I'm never late, thank you.
You are never late, no.
But compassion and love one feels around them is often enough to keep them close. They tend to put needs of others in front of their own, and this does no one any good. This is why they need to be surrounded with those who understand their boundaries, however unclear, and help them preserve precious energy in their life. I'm thinking of cutting to Sarah being like, can I just make the podcast playlist or something, please?
Really?
And
You up all night working on stuff, and it's like, sir, when did you sleep? I didn't.
But I got it done. And then my family
This is why you
stuff.
need people.
I'm deeply intuitive. A Pisces can sense if something is wrong, even before anything bad happens. This can be a problem in their primary relationship for the cloud they grow up in. Wait, hold on.
Cloud?
This can be a problem in their primary relationship, for the cloud they grow up in defines their emotional states, no matter if parents truly try to make their bond functional for their child happy. That is what it says.
That's a lot of words.
When building their own family and starting their new way of life with a loved one, Pisces partners have to remind themselves that it isn't perfection they seek, but the state of inner peace. What I'm seeing is that I am apparently deeply troubled. And I have a lot of issues. But that's fine. I want to read about Rose. Hold on, I have to go to Aries. Because come on, we have to know about Rose.
You do have to know about Rose.
Element, fire. Color, red. Makes sense.
Makes sense.
Quality, cardinal.
What? Hold on.
Hold on. I'm reading.
No. No, not St. Louis Cardinals.
The word itself speaks of a quality that rules all others. Maybe this would be a bit of an overstatement since all qualities have their important role in a system, but this is definitely the quality that leads the way and stands first. Cardinal quality represents all new beginnings and the energy of things that are just starting. Each sign of this quality has the ability to make a sharp turn and change their life and the life of others. It's true. If Rose were to tell me she murdered someone and needed help, I would just help her.
Same.
I don't know where she lives, but I could try and find out. She would give me a road map, a puzzle map that leads me actually to my own death, and I'm the murderer that she's getting help with. Her day is apparently Tuesday, so different tea. Her greatest compatibility is with neither of us.
No.
Her strengths: she's courageous, determined, confident, enthusiastic, optimistic, honest, and passionate. I can think of a bunch of those words that do not apply to what
Courageous.
Weaknesses: she's impatient, she's moody, she's short-tempered, impulsive, and aggressive. She is aggressive.
She is aggressive.
She likes comfortable clothes. That's also true if we've learned anything from
Yeah.
the Sims outfits. Taking on leadership roles. I feel like that's not true. She
No.
also likes apparently physical challenges. She often participates in American Ninja Warrior and individual sports. That's actually
Does she-
true.
wait, hold on. Does she actually do American Ninja Warrior?
No, I mean she could,
Okay.
but she does like basketball.
Oh yeah.
She dislikes inactivity, delays, and work that does not use one's talents, of which she has many. One might say she has too many. As the first sign in the zodiac, the presence of Aries always marks the beginning of something energetic and turbulent. They're continuously looking for dynamic, speed, and competition, always being the first in everything, from work to social gatherings. We're lucky if she even shows up to social gatherings. Thanks to its ruling planet.
But when she does,
When
she is
does,
number one.
She rules the gathering with her cardinal behaviors. Thanks to its ruling planet Mars and the fact it belongs to the element of fire, Aries is one of the most active zodiac signs. It is in their nature to take action, sometimes before they think about it. The sun is such a high dignity, and it gives them excellent organizational skills, so you'll rarely meet an Aries who isn't capable of finishing several things at once. That's also a lie. Often before lunch break. I can think of multiple projects that Rose has not finished, actually. Their challenges show when they get impatient, aggressive, and vent anger, pointing it at other people. I have been yelled at Rose. I can confirm. It's kind of terrifying. Strong personalities born under this sign have a task to fight for their goals, embracing togetherness and teamwork through this incarnation. I want to know what her love compatibility is with you.
Oh,
Let's
boy.
see. Ooh! Your sexual and intimacy compatibility is already at a 95%.
Oh,
It knows. The seriousness of an Aries when sex is in question is something that gives Sagittarius a strong impulse to make a joke. Oh my gosh. So Sarah's just gonna be making jokes in the bedroom. That's how you get turned on. You make jokes about, oh dear God. Okay, well your trust is better than ours. But that's not hard to beat considering ours was 1%. It's 70%, so that's nice. I want to see your highest compatibility. I mean, most of it's like 90s. Ooh, wait, 99. Shared activities. Couldn't be further from the truth.
all her gotcha games.
Oh my gosh. Sagittarius is a sign of mutable quality, ready to change whatever needs changing in order to feel good. When they get together, their activities can be shared and fun wherever they are. This has nothing to do with their needs and tendencies, but with the potential of their entire relationship. They can go for coffee and they would have fun, but they could also go bungee jumping together and have even more fun. It's all the same to them. I could see you and Rose bungee jumping.
I would go bungee jumping with Rose.
They are fully capable of respecting each other's personality, so even if their wishes for certain activities differ, this would be easily dealt with. But I don't want to play a gotcha for Rose. That's the only thing.
Rose, no, okay. I would do a lot for Rose, but Rose won't watch 3 seasons of Red versus Blue for me.
Well, like I said, with the whole, I can think of a million different things she hasn't finished. That's for her, you know? Let's read about Shinny. I feel like Shinny is a very specific personality. She also has more colors than you. Everyone has more colors than you, except for Rose. Rose has red. Oh my gosh, yours was blue. Red versus blue. It all makes sense. It ties back to each other. Okay.
It all comes full circle, baby.
So, for Shinny, obviously her element is earth, you can tell. Her color is green or pink. Could you see Shinny with a full hot pink outfit?
No.
To be fair, I don't know if I
Pink's
see
still
her with a
pink,
green
maybe.
one. At least not like a neon green. I could see her more,
No.
funnily enough, with more earth tone greens.
Yeah.
Okay, her quality, also different. Her quality is fixed.
Fixed?
She's been spayed and neutered. She is not having anything happen. Okay, hold on. Right after something has begun with a bang, a sign of fixed quality comes to calm the situation and last where found. Each season has a middle period when it is clearly defined and understood that can be expected from it. So basically, she's there to be the chill person. That like is supposed to be what comes after. It's kind of like how like she's rooted, you know? Shinny, do you feel rooted? I can see your roots. Her greatest compatibility are the two people in my family, Scorpio and Cancer. And she has 2 days. She has Friday and Monday.
She's just that good.
Apparently, she's just got everything going for her. Okay, her strengths are she's reliable, she's patient, she's practical, devoted, responsible, and stable. But she's also stubborn, possessive, and uncompromising.
Well,
She could like gardening, cooking, music, romance, high quality clothes, and working with her hands. What a very specific thing. But she doesn't like sudden changes, complications, insecurity of any kind, or synthetic fabrics. Why is that so oddly specific?
I can't stand when someone's insecure or when they wear synthetic fabric.
Little did you know, I hate myself and I wear polyester. Oh my gosh. Okay. Practical and well-grounded, Taurus is the sign that harvests the fruits of labor. They feel the need to always be surrounded by love and booty, turned to the material world, hedonism, and physical pleasures. People born with their sun in Taurus are sensual and tactile, considering touch and taste the most important of all senses. Stable and conservative, this is one of the most reliable signs of the zodiac, ready to endure and stick to their choices until they reach that point of personal satisfaction. Wow.
I can see it.
It says they find it easy to make money and stay on the same projects for years or until they are completed. I think she has officially completed something. What we often see is stubbornness, and that can be interpreted as commitment and their ability to complete tasks, whatever it takes. It's very uncanny, apparently. This makes them excellent employees, great long-term friends and partners, always being there for people they love. Earthly note makes them overprotective, conservative, and materialistic at times, with views of the world founded on their love of money and wealth. I could see it. Shinny does have a bougie aura to her.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's see Shinny's compatibility with you. This is just compatibility with you. Let's see you date your friends. Let's see overall compatibility, because I can tell you right now it's not looking good. 31%.
Well,
The least you have is the least you have is 5% in trust. So, you know, not quite as bad as me, but still not great.
yeah, I don't think Shinny would trust me.
No. The sign of Sagittarius is considered something like a synonym for honesty. It is true that representatives of this sign have no idea how to make up a lie, let alone tell it. It's true, you're terrible.
That's a lie.
Still, when it comes to romantic relationships, they often suffer from a Don Juan syndrome and can't get enough attention from one partner. Taurus finds this repulsive at best, and if a relationship with a Sagittarius partner begins, they start acting this way, there's a big chance they will get dumped. So it's a you problem. Essentially.
Don Juanism is a non-clinical term for a man's desire to have sex with many women.
Wow. Why do you want to have sex with Shinny so badly?
I don't fucking know, man. Can't believe I'm sleeping with a judge.
Yeah. You tried to get a lighter sentence and it didn't work.
Mm.
If anything, she says electric chair. That's interesting. So Shinny's repulsed by you. It's good to know.
That makes sense.
Okay, well, we've done astrological. Well, I'll do Hide because I feel like Hide needs to be done. Let me see.
We're doing zodiac signs, Mikey.
Oh my god. Oh, right, I forgot. He is literally the cusp of Leo, but actually a Cancer, if I remember correctly. He's like the end of Cancer, beginning of Leo. But specifically, he lands in Cancer. So he's kind of an attention whore.
Yeah, no, yeah, that checks out.
But an emotional one, you know? His element is also water. His color is white. And his quality is the cardinal one. And he also has 2 days. Because fuck us, I guess. He has Monday and Thursday. I guess he shares Thursday with you.
And you?
No, I thought I had Tuesday.
No, you have Thursday.
I don't know anymore.
You were
Doesn't matter.
born on a Tuesday.
And he's compatible with Shinny. And Capricorns. Supposedly. Let's see. Hide's strengths are: he's tenacious, he's highly imaginative, he's loyal, emotional, sympathetic, and persuasive. I mean, he hasn't persuaded us to play a gotcha game yet.
That's true. And also, I don't know if he's ever actually exhibited emotion to us.
Wow. His weaknesses: he's moody, he's pessimistic, suspicious, manipulative, and insecure. Shinny would hate him. I hope you don't wear synthetic fabrics. He likes art, home-based hobbies, relaxing near or in water, helping loved ones, and a good meal with friends. But not us. We're not his friends. He dislikes strangers, any criticism of mom, and revealing of personal life. That one's true.
Wait, back up.
That's one of the traits. Is literally he doesn't like people he doesn't know, any revealing stuff about his personal life, or if you talk smack about his mama. That is where he draws.
He's
the
a mama's
line.
boy.
That is where the line is drawn. Oh my gosh. Why are some of these? Why did Hide and Shinny get such specific dislikes? Oh, deeply intuitive and sentimental. Cancer can be one of the most challenging zodiac signs to get to know. Boy, don't we know it. They're very emotional and sensitive and care deeply about matters of the family and their home. We wouldn't know. Cancer is sympathetic and attached to people they keep close. That's why he doesn't keep us close. Those born with their sun in Cancer are very loyal and able to empathize with other people's pain and suffering. Where? The sign of Cancer belongs to the element of water, just like Scorpio and Pisces. Guided by emotion and their heart, they could have a hard time blending into the world around them.
Because he's so
My
popular.
God. I swear. Let's see. Apparently, he didn't develop any good defensive mechanisms as a child. He has a lack of patience. And he's a brave crab.
That's not a zodiac sign.
Aries is a zodiac sign.
No, he just said April at first. It's not.
Well, let's see. Cancer is very emotional, and the feelings are the most important thing in their relationships. They're gentle and caring, and they will show their sensibility to the world without even thinking they might get hurt. For partners, they always choose a person who is able to understand them through nonverbal, silent contact, and a shared daily routine, and their affection won't last long with superficial, flaky, or unreliable partners. That's why it's never lasted with our friend group. Let's do Cancer and Sarah.
Why is that always me?
Let's see. Let's see how good you are. Oh, look! They also have a 1% trust rate.
Yeah, that checks out.
Sagittarius is a sign ruled by Jupiter. Deities associated with this planet were considered great lovers, always on the chase for different women, goddesses, nymphs, and whoever seemed attractive enough. Seems like Sarah. More often than not, Sagittarius's representatives, you, have a need to show their seductive skills to everyone around them, and we could call this a Zeus complex.
First, I have. Why do I have so many things
It thinks
going
you're a
on?
player.
Why?
Because apparently you're after so many different people. Although the sign of Cancer loves Jupiter very much, emotions make it impossible for them to understand this flirty need of their partner to win the hearts of everyone around them. Not only will this disturb Cancer's trust, but it will also affect the trust Sagittarius has in the understanding they will get from their partner. This could be the source of many conflicts and misunderstandings, and they could finally lead to a point where the relationship has no purpose or future at all. Wow.
I'm not a hoe.
And you only have a
Other than a farming hoe.
And you only have a 5% in shared activities.
I mean, that
27.
also checks out.
You're definitely much more compatible with Rose than anyone else.
Yeah.
I think it makes sense, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's okay, Hide. I think you're a cusp, which means I think you're a bit of a attention whore and an emotional bitch, you know? I think it's in there. You just don't show it to us. Okay. Well, doing that, let's move on to Chinese zodiac signs. Because, like I mentioned, the whole element thing threw me off, but apparently it has to do with how they all affect each other. So, Chinese zodiac signs based off of year alone. So, and I think the element changes depending on which year too, and it goes by like a +2 or +3 thing. It's weird. Anyways, okay, so for me, I did remember that I was a snake. Go figure. But I apparently am a metal snake. Do you know what metal snake means?
No. You're slow?
Wow.
All I can think of, man.
How am I supposed to trust you like this? But then you are a horse.
Yeah.
But more importantly, you're a water horse. So, you know, for like general specifics, which I know is an oxymoron, but general specifics. Snake is supposed to be philosophical, organized, intelligent, intuitive, elegant, attentive, and decisive. Whereas a horse is adaptable with the mutable, loyal, courageous, ambitious, intelligent, adventurous, and strong. I don't know. What's your bench?
You know, I don't know.
And then water is sympathetic, perfectionist, coordinator. I don't see you as a perfectionist.
Oh, I am. I've just gotten a lot better with it.
And then
Gotten out of it.
metal is determined, persistent, workaholic, and a manager. Hold on, let me check. Now I want to see what Kester is because I feel like she has to be a metal something too. But I don't remember her birth year, and you know what? I don't think she would share it. She doesn't like being called old. Okay, so here. Let's go with more specifics into what the elements mean. You're not a thrill chaser, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's fair.
You are an introspective artist.
That checks out.
People born during water years are sensitive and introverted, typically needing lots of time for self-reflection. With their thoughts always spinning and heads sometimes in the clouds, they like to stay away from drama and observe from the sidelines. Water people, horse, will step into stressful situations only when they know their voice needs to be heard. Water types love their own company, and their happy place is spending a rainy day inside, reading and journaling. I wouldn't say reading, because apparently you don't like reading.
I do like reading.
Water types are filled to the brim with creativity and inspiration. They're sympathetic perfectionists who love to coordinate activities that make everyone happy.
That's true.
Empathetic to a fault, water types can sometimes let their loved ones take over their lives and can lose themselves in others' stories. On the flip side, they can also isolate to protect themselves and become passive or self-indulgent. Cut to Sarah spending a bunch of money when we went out with Shinny. Because water people keep so much inside, when they do let it all out, it's overwhelming for their family and friends. To find balance, people born during water years need a calm environment. They also should push themselves to get out of the house and socialize because even though they can always entertain themselves, they're fueled by being around others. No matter what,
That is true.
water types are generally fearless and have strong willpower, except for spiders. Don't underestimate them just because they're sensitive.
It's also true.
Wow. I
This
mean,
far more accurate.
and then metal is I'm a driven ice queen. That is what it calls me. Love them or hate them, people born during metal years always get the job done. These people are unyielding and rigid, often giving off major Miranda Priestley vibes from The Devil Wears Prada. Metal people are often regimented minimalists who are on the offensive. For them, satisfaction comes with finding the simplest path to a job well done. They're also extremely loyal and ferociously protective of their loved ones. Metal types are disciplined and have high moral standards, and though that's something to be respected, they also can be judgmental and controlling. Sharp as knives, when metal people are mad, their words can cut. It's imperative that they learn to lighten up a bit and realize that rules and structure are important, but they aren't everything. Metal people can tap into their softer, more compassionate side through volunteer work in their local community. It's telling me I need to go to community service to be a nicer person.
Go to the soup kitchen and
God.
find your compassion.
It's good for them to experience things that grow outwards rather than just upwards. They're humbled through being part of something larger than themselves that still has tangible impact. Because they have trouble letting go, even after a deep betrayal by a loved one, they should practice deep breathing and meditation to find their inner calm. Oh my gosh. Well, it all makes sense. But it's fine.
I know some great guided meditations. Do you mind?
I don't know if that would help me. I feel like more than anything, I just disassociate.
That's not healthy.
It's a form of meditation for me.
It's not. No, that's literally the opposite of meditation.
It is meditation in my book.
That's not right.
Okay, let's look at your daily horoscope, shall we?
Okay.
I love a good daily horoscope because it typically is so ridiculous. Okay. Here, what? Hold on, what? Okay, this already starts out really from left field. In 1979, a man escaped a formal prison sentence by citing that he could not pay for a PSA airplane ticket. That's how it starts.
All right.
You aren't sure if your beliefs have failed you, but you've managed to get by and move on from something that took a lot of your energy in the past. The more you think about your position, the closer you will be to acting spontaneously and making a move as a true Sagittarius, energetic and passionate about your own next step. Think about that man.
What?
Think about it. Just think about it. Okay, mine is...
Oh my god.
Did you think you saw a spider? It's fine. Sarah's fine. Okay. As ready as you may be for a new chapter of life to begin, you are still not seeing the consequences that are coming down the road, and this should be something that you are aware of. What you don't know could easily come to surprise you, especially if you've been trying to hide from your own thoughts and the reality of matters at hand. Don't try to shove emotions under the rug or bury them from the sight. Trying to ignore what is there to be seen only taints your world with what you should have been healing from that never really took place. It's okay, we get it. I'm an ice queen. Okay, Shinny, I'm gonna read your horoscope too. Because you need this. The only way to recover is to give yourself a chance to, with peace of heart and little effort. Wait, yes, no. Yes. Hold on. The only way to recover is to give yourself a chance to, with peace of heart and little effort into matters that aren't your primary responsibility. You are not in the mood to explain yourself and still need proper distance from things that are pulling you in. Everyone has their own work to think about. Remind yourself of the themes and signals coming from your inner world so you can prioritize and steer clear of toxic influences from the side. Dodge that bullshit. Okay.
Yeah, that was yours, Shani.
I have a question for you. Sarah,
Okay.
have you ever run into people that have brought up astrology, they asked for your sign, and when you told them it, they were like, ooh, we won't get along?
No.
I have. I have run into those people, and I have thought how insane they are.
Yeah.
Because at the same time, I could have told you that we wouldn't have gotten along when that's what you're starting with.
You opened your mouth and immediately I
You
knew.
opened your mouth and you told me, what's your star sign? And I thought, oh God, am I in West Hollywood? Because I don't want to be here. Like, I find the idea of astrology cool in the sense of like stars. when it goes into like specifics of like, this is exactly how you are and these are the things that you like and everything, I'm like, maybe not. But like, in a fun fantasy way, I could imagine it being cool in a non-real setting.
Yeah. I think it's good if you want to like,
especially if it's like
write
tribes or something. I feel like that could be cool. But I also feel like that could get really territorial and some people would take it too seriously.
Well,
it's fine. Hide, I feel like you have run into those people, but I don't think you specifically know you ran into those people. Because that's another thing. I've had people that have asked me directly, and then I've had people that have just asked when my birthday was. Which, you know, innocent question, but if you're asking that like after a first couple of times that I've met you, it's a little weird. So I typically think it's because they're looking to see what sign I am, especially because I could tell what their personality was like by the things they talked about.
yeah.
And yeah, I don't know. It's so weird to me. It's very, like I said before, it's very much a general speaking, if it applies to you, it applies to you kind of deal. And I feel like a lot of people most of the time will try and think of their own experiences when reading it, and that automatically feeds into the fact that you're gonna believe it. But yeah, that was the main thing I wanted to cover. So now Sarah gets to talk about what she wants to talk about.
I don't have much of anything, man. I just found out I work tomorrow.
I didn't mean that, but you know what? If that's what you want to talk about, go for it.
Love life updates, why not?
Wait, you just found out?
I literally just got a text from my coworker saying, hey, I'm stuck in New York. Can you work tomorrow?
Wow. Well.
So I'm working tomorrow. I was looking forward to sleeping in.
Oh, Sarah's been sick recently.
I have been sick.
No, Hide, you cannot. But at the same time, how dare you? Is this your love language, Hide? Because I hate it. I don't want to go into it.
You know what, Hide? You can introduce me to that if you watch 100 episodes of One Piece.
See, that's a lot of time. One Piece is a big thing. It's large.
That's my terms. That's my terms and condition.
I mean, no. I don't see myself watching One Piece for fun or forcing myself to watch it. Ever since I saw this meme of this guy with his toes out, I hate it.
I have no fucking clue what you're talking about.
I think that's for the better, honestly. Shani, okay, tell me right now, Shani, is it true that you have played Withering Waves? I need to know from the source. Because if so, you're a part of the problem. Sarah, what's your stance on hot buff anime men?
I would have to see him.
So with hot buff anime men, you might have to see them, but with hot buff anime women, you already know.
It's already now, yeah.
Yeah.
Mikey, it's more than just pirates.
I feel like Mikey fits into the One Piece cinematic universe, though. In my mind, he does.
One Piece is so much more than just pirates being silly. It's
I
the
don't know,
entire
I feel-
commentary.
But I also feel like the pirates being silly is one of the main reasons why you like it.
I mean, it is the initial draw, but once you get more into it, then you realize it's an entire analogy for how the government is corrupt and war's bad and it affects everyone, and oh no.
I thought it was common knowledge that war is bad.
Well, I mean, it shows like a bunch of like the little things that you don't really think about when it comes to war. Like, it also talks about biological warfare. It talks about poverty and like how that's bad and people trying to erase poverty so that they can look better. It talks about a world government. It covers a lot of stuff.
Well,
How did they even get to that? Listen, miss. It talks about racism. It talks about slavery. It talks about a lot of shit. It's so good. Any bad, like, political thing that you can think of, it covers.
so Hide, start watching. Otherwise, Sarah will come and shank you in the middle of the night. Because your compatibility score is not that good with her. But Rose, on
You
the
want
other
me
hand-
to, if you want me to do things, Hide, when you won't do stuff with us, you gotta give me a little bit to work with here.
I don't know why, but you just saying if you want me to do things just is very ominous.
I stand by it.
I can't
And
even
I
think-
mean it.
Oh my
That's a
God.
fraction, Hide.
It's true. Do you know how many episodes there are, Hide? It's kind of terrifying. Do you know, I assume it's probably One Piece, but do you know if One Piece or Bleach has more episodes?
Pretty sure it's One Piece.
Like, I would assume it's One Piece, but I also don't know if One Piece is the longest running anime.
It depends on what you consider. It is the longest continuous running anime. Because you have stuff like Dragon Ball or Detective Conan, I think it is, where like technically they're longer, but that's because they have so many different spin-offs.
Let's see.
It's not 10,000. It's 1,200. Thank you very much.
1,002. That's okay. That's still too much, though.
Yes. I mean, I got my friend into it, and before they even reached like the 70 episode mark, they were like hooked. Okay.
I would give it 5 episodes max. Because... And that's including the pilot.
Why? No, don't include the pilot.
No, I include the pilot.
Why?
Because the pilot has to do with... The pilot is what hooks people in initially. It's made to hook people in with some kind of story development. And so if it's not at least semi-interesting in the pilot, that doesn't bode well. I'm not saying like it means it's a bad series. I mean, like, if it doesn't catch me in the pilot with something, then it means that I'm typically not going to be as interested in it.
What's happening?
No, Hide. I didn't say I gave it 5 episodes. I said I would give it 5 episodes. I don't think I've ever fully watched any episode of One Piece on purpose. Or outside of my peripheral vision. Like if it was on a TV somewhere. But at the same time, I'm not into...
How much did you pay your friend to watch? I didn't pay them anything.
I'm not into pirate sillycore like Sarah is. And I feel like that's what initially gets you hooked on One Piece, and then the other in-depth stuff comes as you watch it all.
Do you like, who likes, if you like Star Wars, I will die on this hill. If you like Star Wars, you will like One Piece.
I don't like Star Wars.
Well, that's fair.
So, funnily enough, Star Wars is one of the sci-fi things that I really do not care for.
I say if you like Star Wars, you'll like One Piece because One Piece has just as, if not more, extensive world building than Star Wars.
But like, Star Wars also nowadays has like that Disney taint.
Hey, One Piece doesn't have that.
Not like Disney's taint, but like Disney taint. But honestly, at this point, it might as well be Disney's taint.
Well,
I feel like even, I mean, way back in the day, I say way back in the day, like a good solid 5+ years ago, I used to watch some Star Trek stuff, but I didn't watch all of it because I only like specific episodes of it. I feel like it's hard for me to get into sci-fi along the lines of like, we're going to different planets, we're bounty hunters,
yeah,
we're doing all that stuff.
I'm not as much of a fan of like, I'm not much of a fan of sci-fi in general, to be honest.
But I think some sci-fi can be really cool, like the entire Alien franchise. I think that entire specific thing is cool because it also revolves around the entirety of like Corpo be bad, because it's literally trying to smuggle in an alien baby that kills the crew.
Well,
have you okay, I have a question. What horror movies have you ever watched, if any?
The only one I know that I have watched off the top of my head are The Grudge and The Exorcist, I believe.
You watched The Exorcist?
I think so. I think that's what we watched.
Who's we? When did this happen?
I was at a friend's house, the same one that we had the situationship with.
Boy.
And he was like, let's watch a horror movie. And I'm like, okay. And I think it was The Exorcist, but I can't totally remember. Because The Exorcist is The Exorcist the one where it's like people are investigating this, like people just moved in, then people are investigating it because it's supposedly supernatural, and then the mom and stuff gets possessed at the end.
Was it the mom? I don't remember if it was the mom. Did she crawl down the stairs backwards and start vomiting?
I think so, but I don't know. What I specifically remember is it was a house by a lake, and it was a woman who lost her baby, and so she hung herself, and then the spirit took over the daughter, and then it got exorcised and moved on to the mother, and so the mother then tried to kill the daughter.
I mean, to be fair, I don't think I've ever seen Exorcist. I not like seen fully. Like I've probably watched synopsis and whatever, but I do know, I mean, there's not a lot of good sci-fi horror, honestly. I mean, it depends on what you consider sci-fi, because there's like The Thing, which I guess could be considered like an alien and stuff, but I don't know. Then again, I don't see you as a horror person in general if that Five Nights at Freddy's movie was any indication. When we went to see a Five Nights at Freddy's movie together in theater, Sarah was so on edge, even though it was literally not scary at all. She was so on edge the entire time that she was rocking back and forth in her chair, and she was rocking back
I wasn't rocking back
seat.
I wasn't rocking back and forth. My leg was shaking.
Yes, but that made the entire row shake.
I did not realize that.
That was such a cheap AMC. I can't believe it. For what AMC is supposed to be.
There was also the entire fact of every time Balloon Boy happened,
oh my gosh. I don't even know why.
I don't know why either.
I think cyberpunk is separate from sci-fi. Because cyberpunk...
It's cyber steampunk, isn't it?
Sci-fi... No. What?
Maybe not.
Do you not know what Okay, cyberpunk... Cyberpunk, to my knowledge, revolves around mega consumerism in dystopian-like futures. With, like... It doesn't necessarily have to be overpopulation, but that's typically a theme in it. But I think the only thing that would make it sci-fi is the fact that it's in the future. Because what's considered sci-fi? Is sci-fi just like decided based off of how far in the future it's supposed to be, or is it supposed to be like high-tech stuff?
I mean, look up the definition.
Because that's the thing. Cyberpunk doesn't need space stuff to exist, but I feel like sci-fi stuff sometimes needs space stuff to exist.
Science fiction is a genre of speculative fiction which typically deals with imaginative and futuristic concepts such as advanced science and technology, space exploration, time travel, parallel universes, and extraterrestrial life.
Because I feel like more often than not, I associate sci-fi with space themes. But you know, it's like a blanket term. A warm, cozy blanket term. That's the thing though, I'm typically into more futuristic related stuff. Whereas I feel like Sarah's the opposite. She's into cottagecore, I live churning my butter. Like...
True.
So... especially if it involves any kind of like swashbuckling or fantasy element of like magic and stuff, because that's the hook. Or God forbid, a swashbuckling fantasy magic wielder who also churns their own butter. I don't know.
Sorry, I'm texting my coworker because I might have to work Tuesday too.
Well, I feel like
that means I have to reschedule things.
More often than not. Well, sci-fi doesn't necessarily mean future, but I feel like because it's always associated with high-tech stuff that doesn't exist now, that's why it's more associated with future stuff. Because then it's something that we have no access to, other than possibly the ideas of it. Like teleportation or stuff. Or space travel, in that case. A lot of travel-related things, because we're not very good in that front of long-term travel.
Yeah.
But I feel like because of like the possibility of alien life stuff and everything, that's what inherently makes sci-fi a good avenue for horror based off of the unknown.
Yeah.
Whereas like if you do like a sci-fi horror but it's like set in a city, like a slightly dystopian city, almost in cyberpunk era, it's not as terrifying as like, what is that thing?
I guess, I mean, it depends. I need to sneeze, hold on.
I feel like we should watch a classic horror movie together.
Which one?
I don't know. What would you be okay with watching?
Nothing with spiders.
Well, all of the ones I can think of that are classic ones don't have spiders in them, but...
All right, good,
like,
good.
I know for a fact we wouldn't do It or the remade It, because that... Doesn't he turn into like a clown spider at one point?
Ugh. I don't know.
Already in and of itself is weird, but... Like, classic horror movies I think of, I feel like you wouldn't find, like, Scream or anything that scary.
Probably not, but I also don't know.
Like, there's Halloween, there's Poltergeist, there's The Shining, that one's a good one. That one's less scary and more thrilling, I guess. There's Friday the 13th. There's a lot of interesting ones. You could do Alien, too, because that one's a nice one.
I don't know if I would like Alien that much, because I know the gist of it. I feel like it would just make me feel sick.
Which part?
Most of it.
Like the body stuff?
Yeah, more than anything.
Oh, then you would not do well in a Saw movie.
No, absolutely not. I can't. I would never do Saw.
Let's see. Ooh, I know what we should watch. We should watch the Blair Witch Project.
Oh, that I'd be down for.
Because that one in and of itself is already completely ridiculous to me. Especially with how it was filmed.
Oh, you know which one I would be down to watch? Like, what series? I would be down to watch Paranormal Activity.
Oh, but that's so stupid.
I know, that's why I'm down to watch it.
No, not the stupid. But fine, you know what? Never watched it before. I would watch it at least once. Oh, and that's another... One that I know we have to watch at least once is the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Oh, that's fair.
Because that's not even necessarily like a horror movie necessarily. It's like kind of theatrical and comedic. And it has Tim Curry, so you know, you can't go wrong. But yeah, I don't know. I'm definitely more of a horror person or just ooky spooky than you are.
I like reading it. I like reading thrillers.
But I feel like it's very hard to transition that.
That's why like the good ones are really good.
But
because they have
in
to do
what
it correctly.
sense? What could you even do that makes it work well?
It's so hard to try and explain it, because if you're usually you do it from the perspective of just one character, and you have it so that they don't know anything, and it keeps you from knowing anything, so you're just as lost as they are.
Oh, wait. We could also watch Japanese ones.
Oh god.
What do you mean, oh god?
I've seen some like clips from Japanese horror movies, and they're either really bad or they're really detailed.
Well, we could watch Ring or Ringu if you want to be that specific, but we get the original Ring.
Okay.
Because I think
we need to get a TV in our apartment first.
well, that's a separate entity. But Japanese horror isn't that bad, okay? And if anything, it has a very specific charm to it that Western horror does not. But that's kind of the whole point. What do you mean what she said? What did she say? It doesn't have that much visual gore or anything. It doesn't have any that I know of, actually. The only thing it has is the faces that they make when they die. Yeah, no, Sarah and my sister don't have a TV.
You don't have a TV yet.
They watch a wall. And that's their entertainment. I offered specifically to do a photo shoot of Sarah's face to blow it up and print it out to hang on their wall. Don't know if that's gonna happen, but I could make it happen. Yeah. Anyways, this was originally about zodiacs. Speaking of zodiacs, Zodiac Killer.
Is that a movie?
No. Oh my. Well, yes, but no.
No, I know the serial killer, the Zodiac killer. We were talking about movies. I was wondering, did they make a movie about him?
I think it's literally called the Zodiac. Okay. I don't think it's good. But yeah,
I mean, probably not.
It's just called Zodiac. Oh, it has Mark Ruffalo in it. That's nice. And Jake Gyllenhaal. But yeah, the Zodiac Killer. What's your thoughts on him?
What sense? What way? What?
Would you smash?
Oh.
Okay, different question. Zodiac Killer mask on. Would you smash?
What mask?
I don't even know what you're saying. You're shouting too loud.
What mask are you talking about?
He wore like a mask so that people couldn't identify him.
What?
Wow, you clearly don't know about the Zodiac Killer.
I do. I don't remember that though.
They only had one sketch that I remember that they thought was him driving away, but when he was actually killing people, he wore a hood, like over his face.
A mask.
Oh, that's what I mean, because it was like a thing that went over him. It covered his face. Okay.
Still no.
Okay. The alien from Alien, smash or pass?
Depends. Would it make me pregnant? This is important.
Yes.
Pyramid
But you
Head
wouldn't
smashed.
know. You wouldn't know until you already died.
You said yes, but I
Yes,
wouldn't
but
know?
you wouldn't know until you died.
And then no.
But you wouldn't know.
But I'm knowing now in retrospect.
Retrospect doesn't count.
Too bad. If he wouldn't make me pregnant. If it was like a purely like, we want to experiment with each other, like on mutual terms.
Unusual term.
Like,
we go out for a coffee first, you know?
Yeah.
We talk about this stuff.
Then smash. But otherwise, no.
I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, the entire design behind Alien was to make its head look phallic looking on purpose.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
And there was like ties into like why, but I don't remember why specifically. Also, Hida, yes you did. You said Pyramid Head. You know that's the ultimate sexy man. You can't just wave around that name like that. Because Pyramid Head has cake. And he like wears nothing under that apron.
The director of Alien chose the design because of its beauty and sexual overtones.
Yeah.
The director wanted to fuck the alien. My
Mother.
god.
It all makes sense now. Okay, let's see.
Geiger conceived the alien as being vaguely human, but a human in full armor, protected from all outside forces. He made it that the creature has no eyes because he felt that it made them much more frightening if you could not. No, that's not what I'm interested in.
Okay, different thing. Michael Myers Smash or Pass.
Michael Myers. Oh, smash. Duh.
Why is that a duh? Okay, Freddy Krueger Smash or Pass.
Are we smashing in my? Well, no, it's Freddy Krueger's
Or you
the
would
one.
say, are we smashing in my dreams?
Yeah, no, is Freddy Krueger the one
Yes,
that?
he's the one that's at Nightmare on
Okay.
Elm Street.
Yeah, if are we smashing in my dreams, or are we smashing in real life? I guess
Well,
it'd have to be
if
the
you
dreams.
smash
It
in
doesn't
your
appear.
dreams, it's like smashing in real life. Because if he kills you in your dreams, he kills you in real life.
So is
Are you
Are
gonna
this-
ask, can he get me pregnant again?
no. As long as he, I don't want to say that on stream.
Are you about to say as long as he doesn't wear the glove? Because that is an important part. As long as those scissor hands are not going near my hand with those scissors. Okay, no. Okay, let's see. Jason Voorhees. And yes, there is a difference between him and Michael Myers.
No, I know that.
Is that the noise you'd make?
I could smash.
Yeah, but he'd take you home to his dead mother's body. He might have you do stuff with the dead mother too, which is a separate entity.
If that's the case, then pass.
Okay, okay. Godzilla. Similar wavelength of the alien, to be honest.
It is.
And no, you aren't grown up and he's not shrunk down.
That's what I was about to
Because I know
ask.
that's what the question would be. The current size difference now. Smash or pass?
I'm assuming it wouldn't count as beastie.
No.
Okay.
Because Godzilla's smart. He comes to destroy the city all the
He's
time.
sentient. But that could just be like an animal being wild.
And animals do be wild. And they do want to fuck.
But I have to get consent. Is it consensual?
What do you interpret as consent from something that can't speak English? Like if you hold up your thumbs up and he nods, like
If I go, do you understand what I'm saying? And he clearly nods. And then I say, do you want to fuck?
oh dear God, sure. He says yes.
Sure, why not?
Wow. I don't even know how that would work, but
This
you know
is
what?
why. This is why everyone thinks I'm a hoe.
It's true because you're like, I'll do anything once. Oh
I
my
told
god!
you, I'm
Even if it's the
adventurous.
last time you ever can do something, you'll do it once. Okay, Sadako from The Ring.
Isn't she a child?
But she's dead.
No.
Well, no, she is dead. So technically, she's as old as she's been dead.
Nobody counts though, man. If she still has the same mentality, and she still has the same body as a kid. No, I can't. That'd be gross.
Well, it'd also be wet.
She's also, you know, fucking dead.
I mean, a lot of these things are going to kill you eventually. So like, okay. See, that's the thing. You couldn't do that. You wouldn't smash the thing because the thing turns into like a spider thing near the end.
Ugh.
Lot of limbs. Oh, I know. Jaws.
Again, it has to be consensual, and I'm pretty sure Jaws is just a shark.
But it's a big shark. And you never know.
No. I mean, to
Listen.
be fair, there was that dolphin that tried to have sex with someone.
See, I feel like that's more like the person trying to have sex with the dolphin.
No, it was the dolphin instigating the sex. Do you not know that story?
No, I guess not.
Hold on.
I know people try and have
Dolphin.
sex with horses, and that's how they get internal bodily injuries.
Oh my god. Instigating a sex with...
That's kind of what would happen with you and Godzilla.
Yeah, it was a NASA-funded project to communicate with dolphins.
Because it turns out other things are not meant to be in our things, you know? And you'd think we would have learned that by now. But to be fair, it's not the scariest thing I've heard. I think there's definitely worse. I mean, I would believe it, 100%.
Where is it?
Oh god. I love how Hide already has it. Oh, never mind. Why does she have an ass? Hide, what is this? What have you done? Okay, yeah. Interesting. Definitely Hide style. All of these are definitely Hide style. Meanwhile, Sarah's on a dolphin dick hunt. But you said instigated. That makes me think it was a boy dolphin. Was it a girl dolphin? How would you instigate that?
It was a boy dolphin named Peter, and this woman was like,
Giving him a name is not better.
we're gonna fill this house with water, and I'm gonna live with this dolphin.
They fill the house with water?
Yes.
See, that also just sounds like the beginning of a horror movie. Well, you know, the more you know. Sarah's engrossed in
She was
dolphin
trying to teach Peter English.
and he
Dolphins
took
get
one
sexual-
thing too far.
Dolphins get sexual urges, says the vet who looked after the animals. I'm pretty sure Peter had plenty of thoughts along those lines. Peter liked to be with me, explains the woman. He would rub himself on my knee or my foot or my hand, and at first I would put him downstairs with the girls. But But transporting Peter downstairs proved so disruptive to the lessons that, faced with his frequent arousals, it just seemed easier for the woman to relieve his urges herself manually.
And she died?
That's how it seemed to work. It wasn't private, people could observe it.
What? People were watching?
For the woman, it was a precious thing which was always carried out with great respect. It wasn't sexual on my part, sensuous perhaps. It seemed to me that it made the bond closer, not because of the sexual activity, but because of the lack of having to keep breaking. And that's really all it was. I was there to get to know Peter. That was part of Peter.
Oh, it was part of Peter, all right. Okay. Well, on that note.
Wait, hold on. Lib and research mind-altering powers of the drug LSD since the early 1960s. The wife of Ivan Tors, a producer of the Dolphin movie Flipper, had first introduced. John and Ivan Tors were really good friends. And Ivan was financing some of work on St. Thomas. Also done. Self-experimentation with LSD is part of who he was. John Lilly was an explorer. There weren't too many people. Where is it?
Sarah really wants to find out if she did die or not, or if she was on drugs when she died. Which could be a big game changer. Oh, I know. Pinhead. From Hellraiser.
Yeah, no, I know who he is. Maybe.
But he would use hooks.
Where are the hooks?
In your flesh?
No.
That's kind of his whole shtick.
Again, I don't know much. I only know what he looks like, really.
Okay, so the dolphin did kill her, and she was on drugs.
Oh, no, the dolphin killed himself.
Doing what? Was he ashamed?
He drowned himself.
So he was ashamed.
Because the lady left and stopped with doing the experiment, and then the dolphin killed himself.
Oh my gosh. Okay, on that note, we're ending it here because, dear God. Is that where we thought it would go? No. Is that where we wanted it to go? No. But it's where it went. So I'm gonna stream on Wednesday, and then we have a fun special guest this upcoming Sunday, which will have much more of a topic that we can talk a lot about in depth, because Sarah was not here for it this week.
I was very tired. I've worked for the past 4 days, so I'm also very tired.
And you're gonna work for the next 4 more.
Right.
Anyways, yes, Hide, we know you like spider ass. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and see y'all later.
Bye. Bye.
But you would really do it with Godzilla, right?
Well, I mean, probably.
Okay. Just to make sure.